My understanding of Low Yield is it's a performance that the med students put on, and it's a variety show. So there's like dancing and weird videos that I'm sure you're going to clip me together to make me look like an idiot.
We've also got shot down by a lot of the parents. These parents are really smart, man. They're like risk averse. Like they understand their way out to get them. What specialty do you think you'll match into?
Oh goodness, I have no idea. I really don't know.
Neurosurgery.
Probably moving towards neurology or neurosurgery.
Neurology.
Not pediatrics.
Psychiatry, just because people will stop asking me questions after that.
I will probably match into dermatology.
Dermatology. Because she can help me with my wrinkles eventually.
Apparently there's a lot of women back at home that need fixing and tuning up. So I guess I'm going to be that guy.
My aunt wanted me to be a plastic surgeon because she wanted the hookup.
Plastic surgery.
Yes.
As you age, you want to get work done, and she would like the connections for me to be able to, get her, prepped to look nice for my dad. Like actually.
Why OBGYN?
Because there are two others in the family that are. Who? Didn't know that.
Can you name the 9 abilities?
Oh, they're here. My eyesight's not that good. I could make them up: courage, humanity, compassion, knowledge. Am I getting any?
That's good. You on the roll.
Empathy.
9 abilities? Oh, God.
I don't know. I did not make any flashcards for this.
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea.
Humanism. Is that actually one?
Go on. Is today kind of bittersweet for you?
Kind of what?
So, bittersweet because, this isn't a very good medical school, and yesterday was the last day to get a refund. Who is Warren Alpert?
We had a private equity company in Providence and was looking for something to get named after himself, so he gave it to a medical school.
I think he tried Harvard first.
Prohibition era, gangster.
A whiskey guy.
He played the stocks before the crash.
He won the lottery.
Slave trade. Textiles in Providence.
Oil.
What kind of car does Dean Capriso drive?
I'd like to think he bikes like Dean Wing. He wants to be a model for addressing the obesity epidemic. Otherwise, maybe a Prius.
Hopefully a smart car. He seems to care about just overall, well-being, and I'd be really kind of disappointed if he wasn't driving something that was somewhat, healthy for us.
He drives a Prius.
A Prius.
Oh, an economy car. Prius.
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 And what kind of...
Raise your hand if you drive a Prius. Raise your hand. Yeah, no, seriously. Soon. In our home.
Why do you drive a Prius?
Well, to be honest, my wife, she's an ecologist.
What kind of dog does Charlotte Boney have?
Ooh, probably a frisky one. A very frisky one. Dogs match their owners.
I think it's a frisky one. Probably a very frisky dog, yeah.
Something frisky. Something frisky.
They're frisky dogs, and she likes to say she's very frisky.
Now that your daughter has a white coat, how do you feel about not having any grandkids?
Well, I think...
do you have any embarrassing stories that you'd like to share?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We went to the commissary for grocery shopping, and while we were checking the grocery out, Gina stole candy. Do you remember that, Travis? Yes, and she did. She returned the candy.
This is my roommate, Josh, and there was this one time when we were all at a friend's house, and they were having a dinner party, and then Josh went into their fridge and took bites out of all their cheese and cold cuts and just left them there in their fridge.
As a mother, how do you feel about raising a son who did that?
He's not really my son.
Once my brother dunked my head in a toilet.
Who is your son or daughter?
My son is Robert Cook, the second. We call him RC2.
So you're a second year and your son is a first year. Can you tell us a little bit about how that's going?
Oh man, this has just been great. It's been the greatest thing in my life. It's been my dream to go to med school with my son, and the main reason I waited all those years to come to med school is because I wanted to do it with my son. So having him here is just fantastic.
What's the hardest thing about having your son here?
I guess I'd have to say putting the sidecar on my recumbent bike.
What's the best thing about having your son here?
Now when someone yells, "Bob," I only have to respond about 50% of the time.
This is obviously a politically important time with a lot at stake healthcare-wise. Where do you fall on the free weights versus yoga mat controversy?
Wait a minute. You told me there'd be no questions like this on this interview. Is that thing still rolling? No. This interview's over. This is over.
Hey man, come on. Watch the camera.